right, good morning. Welcome back to another ride to the gym. Today is a Wednesday morning. What we've got on the list today is another full body workout, currently following a full body workout split. Today has more of a lower body bias. I am going to use today's topic is really piggybacking off of an episode that I recently put out of the Help Me Understand podcast where I did a Q&A. And one of the questions that I answered was about someone who wasn't quite satisfied after reaching their goal weight. It was something along the lines of that frustrating feeling when you hit your goal weight and then realize that you still have 10 to 15 more pounds to lose. And my take on that is, instead of immediately diagnosing or deep diving into what did you do wrong, did you make sure you weighed and measure your food correctly, all of that stuff, where I really would start would be more along the lines of help me understand where that goal first came from. So let's say that your goal weight was 160 pounds. You get to 160 pounds, and then you're like this person and you say, I realize I've got 10 to 15 more pounds of fat to lose, because they specifically said fat. What that says to me at first listen, as a coach who's been in this game for over a decade now, is there was some particular look and or a certain way that they wanted to feel and or a certain way that they wanted clothes to fit that isn't happening right now. And so their belief is that 10 to 15 more pounds of fat loss will get them the look and or the feeling that they're trying to go for. So instead of arguing about what the target is, like the exact, is that number correct or not, I like to get really curious around where did that number come from. And what I tend to find more often than not in scenarios like this is that we have an unrealistic view of what that number is going to do for us. So the main thing that I would be focusing on, if I'm talking to you right now and you're this person saying, I'm not satisfied after I've hit my goal weight, what else do I do? I would say, let's go back and let's ask some questions around what your expectations are, around how you're going to look, how you're going to feel, all sorts of things along those lines when you're done with your fat loss phase. So why is this important to you? Not only why is this number important to you, why is this look important to you? What sort of life are you wanting to have after you hit this goal number? And that will inform quite a bit on the proper tactics and strategies that we go along the way. So that's what I wanted to share with you. We are at the gym, and the primary purpose of me starting this series that comes to you 1 to 2 times per week is that when I get to the gym, I'm not wasting a whole lot of time before getting into my workout. So we're here and we're going to hop in and work out. Have a good one.